We're in an election year, and I can say firsthand, and I'm sure everybody has similar stories, there's just people that don't believe their vote counts anymore. Or when they look at the candidates that are likely to be on the ballot, they just say, we don't like any of them. And this is all legitimate. But for the people that say, what power is democracy? What power is the vote? Ask Emmanuel Macron. All right? The vote matters. Your vote matters. Everybody votes matters. We're here today to talk about the dangers of nuclear war. As Colonel Wilkerson said, Joe Biden and his administration may be formulating policy that promotes the potential of nuclear conflict because that's the only way out for Joe. He's desperate. He can't be seen as being weak. Why don't we, the people, tell Joe that it ain't weak to walk away from nuclear war? And if Joe doesn't want to listen, why don't we tell Donald Trump, you're not weak by not promoting nuclear war? Why don't we get enough Americans in the street before the election to say, we are the swing vote, the people that don't want nuclear war. And if you don't win us over, we're not voting for you, and you could lose the election. Well, you see, we live in an evenly divided nation right now. And if we can get enough people together, united in the notion that America needs to be walking away from nuclear war, not sleepwalking towards nuclear war, our vote will matter. Our vote will matter. So we need to find a way to capture this. I'm not the solution, but I'll tell you this. If we can get 1 million people in the streets, shut down the thruway like we did in Woodstock, that sends a signal. And if we have similar rallies in every swing state in America, where people just got up one day, Saturday, September 28th, stood up and said, I'm angry as hell, I'm not going to take it anymore. Listen to me or lose the election. They will listen, and we know this is true, because on June of 1982, 1 million people went into the streets of Central Park, New York, and they protested against nuclear war. They protested in favor of arms control. The President of the United States at that time was a crazy, red-hating man named Ronald Reagan. Evil empire. 5 years later, he signed the Intermediate Nuclear Forces Treaty, beginning a process, as Colonel Wilkerson said, led to getting rid of nuclear warheads, getting rid of nuclear weapons. We can do it. We, the people of the United States, government of the people, by the people, for the people, but the people have to make themselves matter. Ask Emmanuel Macron what happens when the people decide that you don't matter anymore. Ask Joe Biden, ask Donald Trump what happens when we, the people, decide they don't matter anymore. Our vote does count. Let's make it count.